Hello, everyone. This is Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, the notorious BTC, the Disrupt Meister. Welcome to the One Bitcoin Show. Today is October the 30th, 2018. Panic in Detroit. Yeah, you know what it is in Detroit today. Yeah, you know it, baby. What they used to do on this night, right? I hope they still don't do it. Is there anything left to burn in Detroit? Anyway, yeah, today is October the 30th, 2018. Strong hand, long-term thinking. Bitcoin is the next Bitcoin. 1 BTC equals 1 BTC, of course, unconfiscatable. So everything I talk about this video, the shirts, the trezors, everything, affiliate links, the New Orleans conference, 20% off, link to below. Let's jump into this Whale Panda tweet, though. Back in 2016, there was a campaign to invest in Bitstamp on Bank to the Future. The return on investment is 400% plus in US dollars. Interestingly, if you bought/kept Bitcoin instead, you would have a better return on investment. So someone actually asked me in the chat yesterday or brought up that, oh man, people did well on that Back to the Future investment in Bitstamp. Well, yeah, I guess, but it would have just been better to hold your Bitcoin, to buy Bitcoin and hold it. And this is just another prime example. Diversification for the sake of Yeah, I'm in the Bitcoin space, but I want to own Bitcoin-related companies also. No, there's no need to complicate matters like that. Even if they did well for themselves, great. But it would have just been easier to keep it simple in Bitcoin. And you would have done better in terms of fiat. And again, value your wealth in Bitcoin anyway. So New Orleans, digitalcurrencycon.com. That's where I'll be December 3rd and 4th. 20% discount, link to below. And it feels like I'm skipping something here, but I'm not. Here is something people have asked, well, what was the bear market like in 2015? Was it like this bear market? Well, here's a tweet from Alistair Milne that sums it up real nice. Coinbase has raised 300 million US dollars. At a post-money valuation of $8 billion. Worst bear market ever. So yeah, Coinbase is worth $8 billion, okay, according to their latest, what they just raised. Nothing like that was being talked about in the 2015 bear market, okay? People thought Bitcoin was going to die. I mean, or crypto was going to be dead or was dead, okay? We're talking about $8 billion companies here. And companies like the one with the Bitstamp being sold, okay? Totally different environment. A tremendous, and the ecosystem's so built out now too. There's so many more of those type of crypto companies in this space. First of all, again, it's better just to hold the Bitcoin. But so yeah, quite a bear market. Someone out there understands, or a bunch of people out there understand that, yeah, this is going to be pretty big. If they're willing to put all that money into Coinbase, they're willing to buy a Bitstamp for all that. But hey, you can ignore that and you can pretend it's 2015 and that crypto is about to die. So you shouldn't participate and you shouldn't be in motion. But you should pound that like button. Hey, dudes, personal responsibility is a new counterculture. You only have yourselves to blame that you didn't take everything into consideration. All the information is out there. All the information is out there, and I'm trying to share it with you. I was just on the Wealth Research Group show. I linked to that below. That was with Lior. He's pretty cool. He's pretty interesting. Yeah, it's pretty generic name of a show, Wealth Research Group. But hey, it's a good, check it out. I appreciate, I love being on there. That was a day I taped 3 shows. 2, one of my show and then a show for him and a show for Precious Street. But man, and you can watch them all at disruptmeister.com. I have over 1,100 shows that I've been on there. And yes, I post a new show here every single day. So this guy, speaking of the past and overreactions of people fudding, what's this guy's name? Benedict Evans says, crypto today has a lot in common with both the internet in 1993 and the internet in 1999. Huge potential with few of the use cases invented yet, combined with froth, scams, and delusion. This makes it easier to dismiss. And he says useless and the scam. But then he says looking at crypto and only seeing the scams is like looking at the internet in 1999 and only seeing the bubble. So yeah, it's the wild, wild west out there. You can focus on the BitConnects and say, look at it. It's just that crypto is one big scam. Bitcoin is terrible because BitConnect is out there. Or you can put it in perspective. You can look back that, things get frothy sometimes. There was a .com bubble. Did that mean the internet was worthless? No, not at all. The internet, revolutionized this planet, okay? It changed the history of mankind. But there were some people that were willing to dismiss it in 1999 or in 2000 or whatever because of the .com bubble. And this is going to be bigger than the internet. Cryptocurrency, Bitcoin is bigger than the internet. But people are dismissing it right now. But clearly not the people that value Coinbase at $8 billion or the people buying Bitstamp. But hey, people just say they got lucky. They got lucky, the 80%ers will say. Let's tax them and steal their money. But if they value their wealth in Bitcoin, you won't be able to take a darn thing from them. Unconfiscatable, strong hand, pound that freaking like button. Portmeester reminds us that central banks always end up being tapped as piggy banks at the expense of savers. Central banks punish savers who save in their fiat that they keep printing to bail out the countries, to create welfare programs with the welfare dollar. The welfare dollar does not benefit savers. But Bitcoin is the newfangled savings account. Bitcoin benefits savers, okay? Bitcoin rewards savers is what I should say. So hey man, if you're playing around in fiat, if you're valuing your wealth in fiat, you'll get punished by those central banks, okay? Bitcoin punishes the 80%ers, the same people who get rewarded by the central banks sometimes. Well, not all the time. They get punished too, but they think they're getting rewarded when they get their big screen TVs and don't realize that they have no savings, but they don't care about savings anyway. So opt into Bitcoin where savers are rewarded. Okay. So we remember how the Uno coin Bitcoin ATM got shut down in India and the founder was arrested. Well, there's an article about this linked to below. Read it. It shows the overreaction, but it just shows the bureaucratic stupidity of India also. Uno coin co-founder recounts his attempts. I messed this up. Co-founder recounts his arrest after India shut down his cryptocurrency ATM. It is possible that the word ATM sparked the confusion. It is likely that if the word ATM had been left out, that law enforcement agencies would not have taken such a hostile view. It's unbelievable. Non-banking entities, which include cryptocurrency exchanges, are not allowed to set up or operate ATMs, according to the Reserve Bank of India. UnoCoin had explained in a blog post in January 2018. However, since these machines were only going to work as cash deposit and dispensing machines for UnoCoin customers and had nothing to do with banking channels, there had not been any need for UnoCoin to take any permission from the RBI, Royal Bank of India. So they weren't an ATM in the sense of what the RBI considers an ATM, but they called themselves an ATM, a Bitcoin ATM. So they got shut down. Like the police came storming in and arrested the dude and shut down the machine, whatever you want to call it. It's a name. It's a freaking name. This just shows you how ridiculous this is. If they wouldn't have called it a Bitcoin ATM, they'd possibly still be in operation. The left hand doesn't know what the right hand is doing in India. They probably don't even understand what the heck they even shut down. They didn't have the license for an ATM. That's what it's about. It's a darn shame, but they won't be able to keep it up. They won't. They're going to find ways around this. They'll just call it something else next time. And good luck to everyone in India. I shared the article because it's funny, and it's this is the statist mentality. This is the collectivist mentality. Individualism is the achievement. You can clearly see from that the default state is collectivism there. And that's what the state, what the government, what the central banks are all about, collectivism. But hey, you can like rant about it, or you can opt out in the Bitcoin. That's what I choose to do. Opt in the Bitcoin, baby. Pound that like button. All right. GBTC, Tour de Meester reminds us that GBTC's premium over the Bitcoin price has declined to 6.36%. GBTC is Barry Silbert's Bitcoin investment trust, and there's always been a premium. The premium, again, people have paid more to have Bitcoin in the GBTC trust because there's tax benefits. There's all sorts of benefits. Instead of controlling your own private key, to me, that's the biggest benefit of them all when you actually own your Bitcoin. But there's some people out there that believe there are more important benefits by doing it the GBTC route. Well, if the premium is dropping, if people are willing to pay less and less now to be part of this to get these benefits, it's pretty apparent that the market is saying they think that these benefits will be available in something else soon. And this is making people think that it appears the market is anticipating the Bitcoin ETF and other financialization mechanisms, which will make the GBTC fund not unique anymore at all. And so that's interesting. That's an interesting note. Not a lot of people have brought up that the premium is going down. Again, it's just a matter of time, people, before GBTC is looked at as something in terms of financial mechanisms related to Bitcoin, kind of archaic and ancient and useless. I mean, they're all useless to me. Just control your own private key, baby. And R. Rafterman, thank you for the $2 in the super chat. He says, see my above post. Okay, so I got to scroll up. What's R. Rafterman saying his above? Where's there's no above post here? I don't see anything, R. Rafterman. What did I missing? Oh, above there. Don't get caught with your thumb up your behind. Own at least one Bitcoin. Yeah, man. That's why it's called the One Bitcoin Show. And it's a good first goal. It is one Bitcoin. And I've been saying it so long that there's a video out there where I say if you're a MGTOW, you should have 10 Bitcoin. And I advise people. I was saying, yeah, buy 10 Bitcoin. It only costs $4,000 total. But no, still, it was, who was it? Charlie Lee, or was it? Yeah, well, it was Charlie Lee and his brother both said one day 0.1 Bitcoin will be rare. No. Actually, Charlie Lee's brother said it was going to be very expensive. And then Charlie Lee said to me on the show, it's in the archives, It's linked to below, of course, when I interviewed Charlie Lee. He says, for some people, 0.1 Bitcoin is already expensive. $600 is a lot of money for the non-savers of the world, the people who blow their wad every freaking week and are in debt. And if there was an emergency, they'd be out begging on the streets. So yeah, that's why get 1 Bitcoin. Start with 0.1 Bitcoin, then 0.1 every 2 weeks, and then in 20 weeks, by the beginning of 2019, you'll have your Bitcoin, your 1 Bitcoin. I can't believe it's already almost 2019. All right. So Wednesday. Oh, no. I'm not going to talk. I'll say I got something to talk about on Wednesday. That's tomorrow, right? Tomorrow's Wednesday. Well, I want to go to sleep. I woke up very early today, and it's an hour later where I am here in Santiago, Chile. This is from Matt Odell. I have recently discovered Initiative Q, initiativeq.com. My gut tells me this will develop into some type of scam. Just not quite sure what their play will be. Don't give them any personal info. Use a unique email and password if you insist on signing up. They are currently offering Q tokens for free on an invite-only basis. They have a video on their website making extraordinary claims. There have been no specs released on underlying tech or token distribution. Now they say, these Initiative Q people say, a modern payment system that will aggregate the best tech to make a new global currency, overcoming the adoption barrier by offering free Qs. So there's going to be a worldwide airdrop or something. I don't know, dudes. I remember Aurora Coin was good. That was going to be the Iceland airdrop, and we know what happened with that. You know, there's always some new gimmick, some new trend that everybody, everyone trying to be the next Bitcoin some creative way. I'm glad Matt Odell has brought this to my attention. I'm sure that, and all of our attention, I'm sure we'll be hearing how this is the greatest thing since Swiss cheese soon enough. All right, for all you people in motion, in Seattle, November 10th. No, I won't be there. On November 10th, I know I will be here in Santiago, Chile. But Andreas Antonopoulos is speaking in Seattle on that day, November the 10th. And Andrea and his team is looking for 2 or 3 volunteers to help with checking in attendees and the meet and greet at the end of the event. Volunteers' tickets will be free. They'll be able to watch most of the show, and they will also get a free book that is signed by Andreas. Please contact Yossi at ygoldlust@gmail.com. I link to that below if you are interested. And I know there are people in the Seattle area that watch this show. So yeah, Andreas is speaking there on November 10th. You can get in for free if you volunteer there. And that seems like a really awesome opportunity. And even if you have to pay, it's, Andrea, it's a lot of fun. And I'm sure you'll be able to network there and meet a lot of Bitcoin. There were a lot of cool Bitcoin people when I was at the Seattle meetup there, when I spoke there. When was that? Back in May. There were a lot of cool people there. And so check, that is linked to that dude's email address, so you get it right, is below. And again, you can check out techbalt.com, see all my This Week in Bitcoin shows, TECHBALT. That's what I am on Twitter. Bang that bell button if you need a reminder when this goes live. JW Weatherman's classes, I got links to that below. Mention Meister, you get $50 off. And that's it. I'm Adam Meister, Bitcoin Meister, Disrupt Meister. Remember to subscribe to the channel, like this video, share this video. Check out the links section below. I'll say hi to the dudes in the chat. Wait a second. And okay, I thought I saw something else. See you guys.